Hey, what is up, guys? This is Owen Finch here, and I wasn't really planning on doing a video, but I'm talking to my friend Steve right now. Say hi to the people, Steve. Hello? Say hi to the people. Um, and we are going to be talking about each match at WrestleMania that is going to happen. We're not going to make predictions yet. We're just going to talk about what we think about this match, and we're gonna go back and forth. I think we'll have him go first since he's never really talked. So we're gonna go with matches that don't really mean anything, and then we're gonna work our way up. So we'll start with Brodus Clay and Sweet Tea and the Funkadactyls versus Team Old Scholars and the Bella Twins. So Steve, tell me what you think about that match.
I think that,
But don't predict, just tell me what you think about it in general. Don't make your predictions yet, though.
I'm not really going to pay attention to it.
Exactly, it's not that, too. I mean, I think Team Old Scholars could be doing way better stuff than facing Brodus Clay and Sweet Tea. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember last year Cody Rhodes was in the Intercontinental Champion. He had everything going. He had like a 9-month reign as Intercontinental Champion, and he was going one-on-one with the Big Show, and now he's just turned into a joke. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really going to further anybody's careers. Now let's get on with the next match that will be on the show. I think I'll go with Fandango versus Chris Jericho. So give me your thoughts and opinions on that match, and tell me what you think. Don't say who will win, just tell me what you think about the match in general.
I think that Chris Jericho, Fandango has really done things that Jericho from behind his hands. He can really continue at WrestleMania. He's not really that big a deal already.
Well, actually, I kind of, like, I can see what you're saying. Like, he could have made his debut a bunch of times, but I think WWE is trying to take a chance by having some young stars go against the old stars. Because I think Chris Jericho is in the position where he has to where he puts over the young talent, which means he has them win matches over him. Like you gotta admit, he made CM Punk he made CM Punk better than he was. He's made Dolph Ziggler, but that didn't Dolph Ziggler who he was. I think Fandango. I think Chris Jericho, though. I think the thing that they were missing when they did Brodus Clay is he was just facing jobbers. So at least though that Fandango is better than not facing like jobbers. At least he's facing a world champion. And who knows, Fandango and Chris Jericho. I won't say they would steal the show, but they could have a great match at Mania, or they could have an awful match, and no one's gonna want to see Fandango wrestle. That's pretty. Anything to add? Hello? Did you hear what I said? Yeah, he's playing WWE 12 because he didn't think WWE 13 was good enough for him. But did you hear? But do you have anything to add about that match? And now we'll get to the next match. It will be Team Hell No defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against Big E Langston and Dolph Ziggler. So tell me what you think about the match in general. Yeah, I always was expecting Big E to be in a match eventually. I mean, they had to put him in a match eventually. I think they should have not have it be a WrestleMania, cause I have a feeling we're not gonna see Big E Langston in the match a lot, because because I think Dolph Ziggler's a better wrestler than him. But the thing I'm kind of mad about, though, is why they put in the person that's going to be a future world champion in a tag team championship match at WrestleMania. You could, I think the right time for Dolph Ziggler to cash in Money in the Bank was after he beat Randy Orton at Survivor Series, and he beat John Cena at TLC. You should have had him cashing in the next night. That was perfect time. He was getting momentum. But then, he's just not really doing too much right now. It seems like he's just kind of an afterthought. And I think that that if Dolph Ziggler wins this match and Biggie Langston win the match, I will be mad because Dolph Ziggler, it's just his time to be a world champion. It's just like Wade Barrett. It's his time to be a world champion, and I think Dolph Ziggler should be a world heavyweight champion. So that's pretty much my thoughts right there. And Team Ronaldo, I think, formed more tag teams, so I think they wanted to get a tag team match. What I would have done, though, is you have, do you know what a tag team turmoil match is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have had, the Usos, Primo and Epico, Team World Scholars, Brodus Clay and Sweet Tea, all in a tag team turmoil match instead of having the random matches. That would have been way better. So let's get with the next match. Now we're going to talk about Wade Barrett defending the Intercontinental Championship against The Miz. So what do you think about this match? Yeah. Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. But this match kind of seems random. What I would have preferred to see, though, is instead of this match, have The Miz versus Antonio Cesaro for the United States Championship, because they were having a feud and then they just randomly killed it off on SmackDown. And Steve, I know you watch SmackDown, but not many people watch SmackDown because it's a taped show, so they can just go on the computer and watch and see the results, or they can watch it beforehand. So I think that you should have had The Miz versus Cesaro at Mania instead. But Miz and Barrett, it's not too bad. Like the wrestling, it's more like a wrestling feud. It's kind of it's not like the Brodus Clay Sweet Tea match where we're not gonna really care. But I don't think many people are gonna care about this match because it's just kind of a random match. If you had built this match up a little bit more, have Wade Barrett and The Miz cut promos a little bit more, it would have been better. And the feud's kind of stupid because The Miz is in a movie called The Marine that he stars in the movie, and they're arguing about whose movie's better. But Wade Barrett he was only in the movie Dead Man Down for only a couple seconds. He's like an extra. So I think that the feud's kind of stupid, but the match I don't think should be too bad. You still there? Did you hear what I said? Alright, so let's get with the next match. So I think we got all the little matches out of the way. Oh no, actually, there's one match that I think we need to talk about. And I think this match you will be interested in and I will be interested in. We have Ryback versus Mark Henry. Now tell me what you think about this match. Wait, hold on, I can't hear you. Say it again.
I think it's going to be a good match, and I'm kind of looking forward to it, and I'm going to have to pick Ryback.
Yeah. My opinion, I am looking forward to this match because they haven't really had any physical contact, so we don't really know who's stronger than the other. And the weightlifting competition was entertaining, and these guys look like that they're gonna have a good match. But you know it's not gonna be a high flying. It's gonna be like a hard hitting match. It's gonna be like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. It's not going to be like that match, but that's kind of the same aspect you're going to see. And I honestly think, though, that Ryback will win. Well, wait, we're not supposed to do predictions, but he's going to get that Mania moment and hit the shell shock on Mark Henry. That's the only thing we'll do predictions on, though. But, anything else you want to add, or you want to go on to the next match? Oh, yeah, I am. But you can't see, you're not, like, seeing it or anything. Alright. So the next match, we'll talk about Alberto Del Rio defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Jack Swagger. Now I want, and Zeb Coulter will be at ringside with Swagger. Now I want your opinion on this match. Tell me what you think is going on.
Well, I think that, after everything Jack Swagger's done against the head of Alberto Del Rio, like, breaking the ankle of Ricardo Rodriguez, I think that Del Rio will be psychologically disadvantaged. And Jack Swagger can just work on the Patriots longer.
Yeah. What do you think about the rivalry that they've had?
Well, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny when Del Rio was making those videos of Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter.
Yeah. And you know what I also like about this feud? It's a different, it's different feel for two guys going for the world title. Like, I know you like the guys, you like Randy Orton, you like Sheamus, you like those guys, but doesn't it feel like it's different though, having Swagger and Del Rio going for the title? Because those are two guys that have never had a match before.
Yeah.
So I think that's what makes it more interesting. Because this is the first time that they really could have a match, because they both been heel the whole career. So I think you could see a very good match. I mean, and what I like too is Alberto Del Rio's face turn. I think, don't you think ever since Del Rio's been a face that he's just more, that he's just, what happened? What happened? I'll ask him. I'll have to call him back. He hung up on me. This is legit. He really hung up on me. I was not planning on having him hang up on me. I think we might have like a bad connection or something. What's up?
What happened?
I don't know. It just shut. The phone just hung up. But anyways, I was about Del Rio's face turn. Don't you think Del Rio's just a different person now? He's just better as a face now.
Yeah.
So remember when he was a heel? He'd just lose all the time. Nobody cared about him. Like, did you really care about him as a heel?
Not really.
But you don't like heels, though, so.
Well, I like some people as heels. Like, I like Randy Orton as a heel. And Khali needs to be a heel.
Yeah, he does. But Del Rio, though, like, I didn't mind him as a heel, but I think he's a face now. He's just better as a face, I think. And they weren't really doing anything as a heel. He was just going nowhere, and I think he's finally going somewhere now. He's a face.
Yeah.
So, and I like and Jack Swagger, though. What can you say, though? Jack Swagger, he comes back on SmackDown, and
I like this Jack Swagger more than the old one.
yeah, he's just so aggressive now.
Yeah.
And I think adding Zeb Coulter kind of is making Swagger better too.
Yeah.
And and I think that this is probably Jack Swagger's best moments of his career. Now people could say that when he was world champion that was the best, but he wasn't really world champion material at that time. He wasn't ready. I think he's ready now to have the world championship.
Yeah.
So let's get on with the next match. Now we're going to get on to the three main matches, and I'm gonna let you choose which one you want to talk about next. Cause you know what the three main. Wait, did I miss any match that is that before these three or no? All right, so you can pick the match we can talk about.
Let's talk about the Streak versus CM Punk.
What can you say about this match? I mean, CM Punk versus The Undertaker. Now, people I actually hated on this feud because it has to do with, because you know Paul Bear really did die, right?
Yeah.
Because it has to do with the death, but to be honest with you, I think Paul Bear, I know it's a death, but I think Paul Bear would be fine with this.
Yeah.
And I think that, what I like about it too is, for once, Undertaker, it seems like CM Punk is playing mind games with The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Actually, I should, yeah, but I actually haven't let you get your thoughts on it, as I did I kind of stole the spotlight from you right there, so why don't you get your thoughts on it a little bit? Alright, but, do you have anything you want to say before I say it? Well, what I also like about this is, you have, Undertaker and CM Punk, the urn. You have CM Punk take the urn. I was a little bit upset, though, at first when he lost to Kane, because that kind of made him look weak. But he did redeem himself by ambushing Kane with the urn. Maybe Kane looking like a monster. And what I also liked about it, too, is for once we saw the old Kane as a monster. Like, I don't mind this Kane, but I kind of miss the old Kane sometimes as a monster. He was, like, he's still dominant. I think, though, they're doing a good job, though, with Team Hell No. I think once Team Hell No breaks up, we're going to see the Kane we saw, during the, CM Punk match. Alright, what they're doing with this feud, though, I like how you're actually having, at first I was kind of mad, though, because Taker didn't really have a reaction, but, then, on this week on Raw, you have Undertaker finally have some physical contact. I wasn't expecting any physical contact, and I think that's what they were missing last year, when, you did Triple H and The Undertaker 3. So I think that's what you were missing last year, is physical contact.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, we have the Streak versus the title reign. Well, like, he doesn't hold the title, but that's kind of what they're, referencing. That's kind of what they were referring to it as. That's what it's called, the Streak versus the title reign. So I think we could see a good match out of these two at Mania. So now you can pick the next topic. We can talk about, because there's 2 matches left in them, both main event matches.
Let's talk about Brock Lesnar and Triple H.
Alright, I'm gonna let you go first this time.
Yeah.
Alright, this match, people are trashing this because they're part-time wrestlers and they shouldn't be taking the spotlight from the new guys. What do you think about that?
What do I think about that?
Yeah, I hear people saying that they're part-time wrestlers, so they should step aside and let the new guys take the spotlight.
And that too is the biggest and the best in the company's history.
Yeah.
So,
and
you guys should be paying their respect to them because they're like legends.
Exactly. And also, why I disagree with it is I think they're trying to this is a feud that was from last year that they want to finish. Not last year's Mania, I'm talking about, like, SummerSlam. And 2, this is WrestleMania, the biggest show of the year. So, and people are not trashing that Undertaker's there because he's facing current superstars. So I think Brock and Triple H, it's like the Super Bowl, so why not have Super Bowl guys come? Did you hear me?
Yeah.
And another thing, though, Brock Lesnar, though, I don't think he can really have any matches with the new guys because remember what happened when he had a match with Cena at Extreme Rules?
Yeah.
So I think though that I think Triple H was that guy, and if Triple H wasn't the person, it probably would have been the Undertaker. So I wanted, but I wanted to see Undertaker. Maybe we'll see it next year though. But
Yeah.
what I like about this match though is you have the build up. You have Brock Lesnar's broken Triple H's arm twice, and then he broke Shawn Michaels' arm, and he put Vince McMahon in the hospital, and he took out the New Age Outlaws. So I think, and I like how they tricked Triple H into signing that contract to having the stipulation. Yeah, and the no holds barred match. I was kind of a little bit how were you a little bit let down though that it was just a no holds barred match? Yeah, I was expecting like a last man standing match or something, or like a ambulance match or a stretcher match. No holds barred match. Didn't they have that at SummerSlam, or was it just a regular match?
I think that's a regular match, but Triple H told the ref that don't disqualify him or anything.
Yeah. So I think.
He wants to let us fight.
Yeah. So it's pretty much the same thing as SummerSlam. But. Yeah, but you know what? Actually, what I would have done though, I would have had it be an I Quit match, because then theoretically Triple H actually quit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like actually quit the WWE. But this match I think could be great. And I think that this time it should be it should be better than SummerSlam, because we're actually gonna get weapons in this match.
Yeah.
Alright, so now, let's talk about the final match. Introduce this match.
John Cena versus Brock for the WWE Championship.
Now this match... Huh? That's... You see, I wouldn't... See, my problem with this match... it's not that it's twice in a lifetime. I actually was fine with it at first. But the thing that kind of disgusted me is there really isn't any hype this year. The Rock wasn't on Raw twice, and Cena wasn't on one of them. And then Cena was on the next Raw, but he didn't even talk about the match at all. He just had a match with Darren Young that meant nothing. So that's my opinion right there.
Yeah, because last time they had a year-long build-up. They had only like a month-long build-up.
Yeah, but don't you think though that the Rock should have at least shown up on Raw, or at least appear on the Titantron?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, like I think though that that I like last year I liked the physical contact, but the problem with this is you're kind of making Cena look weak going into Mania. Because I remember last year Cena didn't really get any edge on the Rock.
Yeah, I think they made Cena look weak when they had the Hall of Famers, all the Hall of Famers, and Rock just beat Cena's ass. They made Cena look really weak.
Yeah, but you know what? What I did like though on Monday was you have the it's hinting that Cena could possibly turn heel because of the way. Remember the way he was talking though? Didn't you think Cena sounded like a heel a little bit when he said that the Rock didn't beat him?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool to see Cena as a heel.
Yeah, and I think that's what could happen though. You know what this could? They could do a repeat. Remember WrestleMania 17. Do you remember what happened?
Remind me.
The main event, The Rock versus Stone Cold for the title. And you have...
that one.
It was, the one where Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon joined forces and Stone Cold became a heel. Well, that's what happened though. I think that's gonna happen with Cena. Cena's gonna turn heel. I think it makes sense, because if Cena wants to beat The Rock, they should have him do whatever it takes to beat The Rock.
Yeah.
And I think, though, it's just time, though. Cena's been a face for so long, he needs to be a heel. Like, you say that the Great Khali needs to be a heel, I think Cena needs to be a heel, because he's been a face for so long. I don't even know how long he's been a face. I think it feels like it's his whole career. But I think, though, that,
Okay, call me back. I got another call coming.
alright, are we pretty much done here? Or do you want me to finish it up?
Yeah, finish up. I got a call.
Alright,
Alright, bye.
bye. Well, that's pretty much it for this wrestling video. You see, I actually was kind of bored, so I felt like making this video, and I wanted my friend Steve, and he will be at Mania. He will be at WrestleMania 29 at my house. And this wasn't predictions. This was just our thoughts on him. We actually will do predictions, though. And we're going to have Adam there, so it might be on CM Brothers. We're going to have my friend Cullen there, my friend Richie. We're going to have his brother Justin, and we're going to have my cousin Ryan, and possibly my cousin Bailey. And I think, though, Mania this year looks okay. Like, it doesn't look the best. Like, I'm not as hyped for it this year. The matches I'm looking forward to are Taker and Punk, Lesnar, Triple H, not Cena, Del Rio, Swagger. I'm looking, like, I think the next week on Raw they're gonna have to do something big, and I think they will. And I think next year on Raw this Monday, I think on Raw, it's going to be a year since Cena lost to The Rock at Mania. So I wonder what they could do with that. And I think that's going to be a pretty great thing. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, you never know what's going to happen. You weren't expecting a video, you got a videos. That's pretty much it, guys. See you later.